And I'm muted.
I can't find my controller. There's my controller. It's on the floor. Yo. What's up, Pat Nation? KingSrpie here, coming at you again with another live stream. Today we are playing some more Pokemon Champions. I'm so close to Master Rank. It is not even funny. It is not even funny. Like, I'm so close. We're gonna be messing with more singles like last time. Just haven't been able to rank this up to the point where I want it. I believe I got some challenges that I need to try to go for, some weeklies. Will this Peliffer just not die? My goodness. My goodness of gracious of goodness.
Dude, I checked my Discord just to I like got the notification he started screaming, and I saw the RDF. I lost it, and I'm currently at work.
You're mumbly. I couldn't really make out what you're saying.
Oh yeah, I'm at work right now. Whoa.
So what happened?
When you sent me the shiny, I lost my shit, and I was in the middle of work.
That's hilarious.
I just checked my phone. I was like, no fucking way, you got it.
That's funny.
Dude, I feel like Dynamax Adventure just takes too long.
Yeah. No, it does. I mean, sure, the odds are 1 out of 100 or whatever, but like the encounters are like 20 to like 40 minutes long, so it's like, is it really?
Worth it?
It's not. It takes just as long as, if not longer, than a shiny hunt to soft reset.
And the thing about it is, Groudon is one of the particular ones you need a team to beat, not just one person.
Yeah.
Same with Zygarde. I want a shiny hunt Zygarde, but oh god, Dynamax Adventure is a pain in the ass.
That one I can't reset for. We'd have to do it
I know.
through Dynamax Adventures.
And that's why that's why I'm trying to find a team to do it. I'm not doing NPCs against Zygarde.
I mean, you and me might be able to get really lucky, but it'd be nice to be consistent rather than lucky.
Yeah. Because I was struggling with Groudon because NPCs don't want to attack it for some reason. They want to get their stats up for some reason. And I'm like, dude, just attack the thing. It's 1 HP.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, I'm not even kidding. I lost a Groudon run because I had a Groudon on my team. In the rain, just spamming Sword Dance. I'm like, I'm a physical attacker. And that's another thing I hate about Dynamax Adventure. The Pokemon don't rely on their best stat. If I could change their reset, I probably would. They don't rely on their best stat. Like, Groudon is a special attacker, but y'all gave it physical moves. So, I feel like they purposely made it hard. I'm like, well, there's some Pokemon they didn't do that with. Hunter, special attacker, they gave it like 3 meter. They gave it Hypnosis, which actually stuff. But I would say like those types of things, okay, that's fine. But those are the good Pokemon. There's good Pokemon and there's terrible Pokemon. The terrible Pokemon are the good ones you would think that are good. Like even some of the G-Maxes. You made them have terrible movesets. Hell, G-Max Toxicity doesn't have a poison move. It only has an electric move. That's why I don't really like going there. Unless I'm facing a water type. I'm actually gonna like do a Dynamax adventure and like try to get something that is easy. Like not illegal, the squid thing, I was trying to hunt it out at a point in time, but it was just like for fun. That one's pretty easy. Just get a psychic type or a water type and it's pretty much over. As long as you don't have anything weak to fire in there, or weak to rock or poison, you're chilling.
Right.
So like those I'll do by myself. Hell, all the Ultra Beasts are really easy. Especially Buzzwole. That thing goes down like a feather.
Which is ironic.
Yeah, look how slow it is.
Yeah.
Like, I think my buddy saw Buzzwole for the first time. We were doing a Dynamax event. He goes, you don't know anything about Pokemon. He's looking just like, this thing is huge. What the hell? And it's so buff. I said, watch this. I basically one-shot it. He's like, well, that was just a kind of magic. I said, you do not have to be scared of this thing. Trust me. I hit it with one psychic. It lost like half its health. But, hey, I'm proud of him, man. He beat his first Pokemon game with no help. Sadly, it had to be Sword and Shield, but I said, this isn't the best game. I won't lie. But I do like the game. He said, what's the best game? I said, well, the best games were in the older days. So if you want to play Pokemon Emerald, you can emulate it and play it for yourself. Well, that's just my favorite personal game. Pokemon Emerald is probably my favorite. And Soul Silver would be second. And keep in mind, I didn't actually play these in like I emulated them. Yeah, I'm a youngin. I think I was like 4 when Soul Silver came out.
I don't know. I wasn't playing Pokemon when Soul Silver came out. I skipped Generation 4 and 5. And I think Soul Silver was Generation 4.
I lied. Black and White 2 is my favorite game. I'm sorry, Black and White 2 is peak.
I haven't touched I haven't touched Generation 5, so no swears. Say nothing.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna speak on that. Oh, Black and White, if you ever get the chance, play Black and White 2. Black and White 2 is the pinnacle of Pokemon to me.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hoping that like maybe in like 5 years or something we get a remake of Black and White.
Me too.
So, and if they just name it Black and White 3, then it's gonna be like, okay, now I have to play Black and White 1 and 2 before I can play 3. That's how I'd feel about that.
I would be happy. I'm over here trying to figure out what the new gimmick's gonna be to Gen 10.
I have no idea, dude. They've made it so that we have legendary leveled Pokemon, which is the Megas. They made it so that any Pokemon can be somewhat legendary level because of a special move that they have. And then they made it that everything gets just gigantic in size, and then they have a move set based off of their size. And then they have.
And then they gave it so you can make any Pokemon any type.
Yeah, and then they can. Yep, that exactly. So I don't know what the next thing is going to be.
Trust me, because me and my buddies are like, maybe they just might do more Mega Emeralds. It's like I highly doubt that.
We revisited Megas in Legends ZA. That's that was their love letter back to Mega Evolution, and quite possibly their way of marketing this Pokemon Champions. Not even gonna lie. Like,
I think it was a power move.
we got new Megas, and then we're gonna have them in this battle simulator thing. Like, I feel like that was all intentional.
Yeah, because I even said that. And not even in the crazy part, they didn't release all the megas at once, and I was like, y'all did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Because if the game dies down, you can release the rest.
Yep, and quite even possibly more. And who knows? Maybe no. You know, Generation 10 will have all the gimmicks in it, and then the new one.
That would mean we have to have all the Pokemon in it.
No, they wouldn't have to have all the Pokemon in it.
Okay,
Granted,
I just thought about this.
Granted, if they had lower graphics, like old school graphics, like a classic setup graphics, even like 10 years ago graphics, like on the DS, you could fit all the Pokemon in that kind of game. But
Okay. I thought about this. Everyone has asked me for a game that had every Pokemon in it. I'm starting to get the feeling Gen 10 might be the game where they actually do that. They'll introduce new Pokemon, but also add every Pokemon in the game. But I would be low, like kind of on low graphics. If they would reduce the graphics of the game, but give us every Pokemon.
I don't.
Because honestly, if every Pokemon in the
so.
game, that shit was gonna kick trash.
I hate to say it.
I don't know.
So.
I don't know. Pokemon surprises me sometimes.
They do, but I mean, I don't. The technical debt is too high to do it.
I don't know.
So
The game's only gonna
that's
get
the
Switch
only
2.
reason. That's, dude. When they made the cuts in the decks for Pokemon Sun and Moon, like there was so much outrage, and they're like, look, it's too hard to put all the Pokemon in the games now. We have too many Pokemon. And now that we have moved to the Switch, that's still kind of the case. So until that's why each generation has like less and less Pokemon. With the exception
Didn't Gen 6 have the least?
It did. I was just about to say, with the exception of Generation 6 having the least amount, but it has. We've never gotten like more than 150 Pokemon.
New Pokemon.
Yeah.
So that is Sun and Moon had a lot. Not Sun and Moon. Sword and Shield had a lot.
Sword and Shield did have a lot, and that's because I think they were overcompensating for the lack of.
Someone said that they were over to the top of the Gen 6. I say, well, it's many. Shit. And Sword and Shield was also the most annoying to complete. Because only certain Pokemon spawn at certain times of the day, certain weathers.
Headset died.
Huh?
My headset died.
Bad. But Sword and Shield was definitely the most annoying to complete. Because certain Pokemon spawn at certain times during certain weathers. I'm like, I was so ready to just like, huh?
I thought that was cool.
Well, sometimes when you're looking for the rare Pokemon, I want to grow something.
That's fair.
So like one time, I forgot what I was looking for. I was ready to throw my controller through the TV because it wouldn't pop up. Yes, it said it was rare, but I'm also like, hurry up! I just want to complete my death. I'm also thinking about going back and playing the Let's Go games. I might cheat and break some of my shinies from Pokemon Go. Just there. Because they're kind of just getting in Go, not doing anything. But I have a shiny attack form Deoxys just sitting in the box, doing nothing.
I have a shiny mission I need to go for. I need to get on the forums of Furfru, because initially if you put a Furfru into home and it like had a special haircut or whatever, it would change forms. But with
Uh-huh.
ZA, it doesn't change forms. So I have a really cool shiny Furfru cut Furfru. And I need to try to get all of them now. I feel
I'm
like
still trying to hit the Kangaskhan and VA. I'm just resetting for it. I'm just resetting,
you're resetting for it.
resetting the area. Like just flying back to it.
Oh, okay. When you said reset, I was like, why would you soft reset? That sounds crazy.
No, just resetting the area for it.
Okay.
No luck yet. I'm just so glad that they didn't. I'm kind of glad they did this. They banned Mega Kangaskhan from using Power Up Punch, which I'm like kind of messed up, but kind of had to happen.
Well, I think they banned it in Sun and Moon for Gen 7.
They did.
For Gen 6, it was just it was a problem.
Yeah, because
And
back
so,
then Power Up Punch used to have 60 base power.
yeah.
It was funny though because
So they nerfed it, but I guess
Mhm.
they just completely took it away in this game, which is fair.
no, okay, here's what they did. They nerfed it to 40 base power. And when that didn't work, they just banned the move entirely from the standards. I was like, I said, I respect y'all for trying to like nerf it.
They
But
only nerfed it because it got overused.
yeah,
That's
there
it.
was a lineup in Pokemon. They call it the fourth six or the big six. And basically everyone was the same six Pokemon because that was like Pokemon had a meta at the time, like an ideal meta. You would see mirror matching between these teams because it was just the best six Pokemon. And oddly enough, Miracle was on this team, and it could learn Dark Void. Yes, Darkrai signature move. I'm like, what the fuck? This is like old, but I'm just looking at this shit like, what the fuck? How the hell is it able to learn a move from a god, basically? The god of nightmares. Like, I get Smeargle can sketch anything, but I don't think I should be able to sketch something from the god of nightmares. That's kind of terrifying. And that's making me not want to Smeargle. Because, like, my buddy asked me if I could have any Pokemon, who would it be? I said, not Smeargle. I'm afraid the thing might put me to sleep with Dark Void and then you Dream Eater on me. All right, but I'm asking you that question. If Pokemon were real, who would your partner be? You get to pick anybody, but a non-legendary Pokemon.
Probably Mewtwo or Corviknight or Toxapex. I don't know.
I think you know what my answer is.
What's that?
Hey, hello, Matthew.
Right. Yeah.
I said straight up. I said, "Like, who would you pick? Alolan Raichu, hands down, and not answering any questions." And I either said that or I said Porygon. I don't know. I just think Porygon would be really cool to have around. So my two answers were that and Porygon. I like Porygon a lot. Master Johnny Punting for it in Scarlet and Violet. Because Porygon 2 is not in Champions, but it's really, really good. And I like Porygon Z. Because I like its crazy side, I guess.
That's fair.
But if they said if I put it two legendaries, oh, I'm having a Groudon next to me. I don't care. Groudon will be by my side, out of the Pokeball. Now, if you want to mess with me, go for it. I can create earthquakes at will. People are like, you'd be the villain? Yes, I'd be the villain. And plus, I can have it go to its primal form, and then y'all really can't mess with me. Good luck using the water move. One of my buddies was like, he said, man, I'm going to be ass. I'm going to pick Pikachu. I said, wow. I said, that's probably the most basic answer, but I respect it. I said, that was basic, but I respect it. But
that just made an eye roll.
I was just like, you're basic, but cool. Pikachu's good in certain places. But,
no.
But
Pete,
I respected his answer.
No. Pikachu is terrible.
I respected his answer when he included legendaries. That man said black. I mean, I respected the answer, but when we added legendary, he said black Rayquaza. I said, okay, that's a lot better than what the hell you just said to me. I said, you want a shiny Rayquaza, and that is respectable. But my buddy Noah actually said Rushy Ram. I said, I said
It's like Reshiram and Zekron's whole thing is to be partnered up with somebody.
Yeah. He didn't even say Turbo Blaze. He just said regular Rushy Ram. I said, huh, that's interesting. You'll be able to, so basically you'd be like a God of Fire type thing. That's what played through my head when you said that. You'd be like a God of Fire type thing. I almost said, okay, Liu Kang. Because I know he likes Metal Combat. So. But that question went out to my whole friend group just now, and someone replied with Articuno as their legendary. I said, so you do that one guy from the anime who fought Ash with the Charizard. I'm gonna do straight anime real quick whenever someone brings up a Pokemon that's in the anime. Because, funny, you know what's so funny? Gary has a Reggie Drago in the anime now.
Really?
Yeah, and his partner and Ash's companion throughout the entire series has Reggie Alecki.
Interesting.
So, by the way, that man also caught Suicune. I'm not even kidding. Just out of the blue, some hunters are hunting Suicune. Man, Suicune's captured by them. He throws a Pokeball, it catches Suicune. And then releases it. But you get what I mean. Bro literally owns 2 legendaries.
Is it Independence Day in Israel right now?
I don't know.
It is.
Oh, that's cool. But I don't know. Okay, Pi, who would your legendary be? Your legendary partner?
Bro, you already know. Dude. Why you even asking?
Oh, you too. Okay, that was me.
What?
Okay, basically, so you're Blade from the manga. Got it. The most broken person in the world. I don't know if you read the Pokemon manga. But yeah, Blade, the fire type dude leader in Gen 1, owns a Mewtwo.
Yeah, I know
What the hell? Yeah, I should have seen that. That's full of Mewtwo. Yeah, I'm thinking of my answer. I think Groudon's just my favorite legendary. Like, I'm sorry, but he's just my favorite. I'm like, I love Groudon and Kyogre, but I just love Groudon more. And I've always been like a fire type person, if that makes sense. Like, I've always gone with the fire starter. I think in my first ever Pokemon game, I think the Pokemon game was Gen 5. Yeah. First one I played was Gen 5. First one I owned was Gen 6. Uh, okay. Yeah, I've always picked a fire starter. When I played Gen 5 with my friend BS, he only picked a starter. I picked Peppered. And then Gen 6, I restarted the game. Originally, I picked Fennekin, then I went back and picked Froakie. I restarted the game. Because I wanted a Greninja. That's all I'm going to say on that. Yeah. And then Sword and Shield, I took Score Bunny. Got a shiny Score Bunny. That was the first shiny I ever got in the game. Thank you for the Ditto, by the way. And then, yeah. And Sword and Shield, I picked what's his name? Fuecoco.
Nice.
And I'm not, you know what's funny? I'm not picking a fire starter in Gen 10. I saw the starters. I'm picking the grass one. That bird looks so cool. If its final evolution lets me down, I'm instant resetting. But one thing I realized the other day, why did Pokemon take away the new game button? Because in the old Pokemon games, you're able to start a new game.
Oh, because they realized that it's kind of, you don't really need to. They stopped doing that, yeah, a while ago.
Maybe sometimes I want to start over. Ever think about that, GameSrpie?
Yeah, they did. You have to hit a certain button sequence in the start menu, and then it goes to, do you really want to start over? And then you're like, yes. And then you start over.
Huh.
It's kind of like when you load up the back save.
For VA?
Yeah. Any game.
Well,
Any
I learned
game.
how to do the VA one.
Every Pokemon game on the Switch has a backup save.
Huh.
They did it ever since Pokemon Let's Go, Eevee, and Pikachu.
Well, time to start over Pokemon Shield, because I need revenge against the Ghost Gym Leader, because I really want to beat that guy first try. I was so mad I beat him third try. Of course, I had to pick the damn grass starter in that game, and I weak the damn Gengar. I need my run back. So I'm gonna look up the secrets for Pokemon Shield. I've restarted. I had the Isle of Armor DLC in that game. Probably not the best idea, but I'll just put in another save file. Oh, and my shiny Corviknight is on the now we're fraud. Okay. I am so glad I thought about this before going home and just resetting the game. But yeah. It's still on the fact that you actually got shiny Grotto.
Oh, I found out in Pokemon Champions, bro. It doesn't matter how many Pokemon you've knocked out on the opponent's team or how many Pokemon that they've knocked out on your team. If the time runs out in the battle that is augmented, not like your time, but my time's almost up in this battle. That's great. I've been distracted with other things.
What do you mean? Your move timing?
No, I'm talking about the battle timer. If the battle timer runs out, then it's a draw, no matter what.
So you could just literally draw out a match if you wanted to if you're down.
Yep. I've done it several times. Because people can't kill Toxapex, but they can kill my other Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm suffering for the back to like even now knowing this information.
And then I got some random dude that came to my live stream yesterday and hit me up on Discord. That's what I got all distracted on. That's why my move timer's all low. Because I'm all turkey typing on my board game.
I'm so wrong before.
But
I was watching a whole YouTube video during a battle once.
All I'm gonna say is, dude, I think the guy's gonna try to scam me. That's the only reason why people hit me up on Discord. If I meet them through stream nowadays, it was happening more often on Twitch. Now this would be the first time it happened on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I know Twitch is infamous for that.
It'll be a first, man. It'll be first.
There's time for everything, I guess.
I don't
not
know.
really a good thing.
He hasn't said anything scam worthy yet, but I don't know. I'm just getting that kind of feeling. I'm getting that feeling. So the time will come when
this is gonna suck. Oh my god. I gotta stay over to work at 7:30. I'm gonna go home and pass the hell out. Wait, what are you texting me? Okay. I'm not gonna be available all the week. Dang, I just thought about that. I still have to battle. I thought the. Oh, did I tell you what change I was thinking about making to my team? The Charizard team?
No.
I think I'm gonna swap out Incineroar for King Gambit.
Okay.
I don't think a lot of like I get screwed by Intimidate users, even though my Charizard is special. But I need I mostly want to have it for Sucker Punch in case and if I see an Incineroar on the enemy, I know I can bring it and I'm safe until I'm safe into Incineroar. That's all I really want to do. Because I know Incineroar can't really do much against King Gambit because I'll have my Defiant. So every time you drop my stats, I'm getting a attack boost. And if I partner it with Sucker Punch, I'm gonna be a menace. A menace to society. So I'm hard debating it. But I wanna practice it against you. Did I tell you I reached basketball too?
The what?
Did I tell you I reached basketball tier?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because right now on basketball tier, I'm getting my ass handed to me because I don't really have another team I can bring besides the one I used against you. And I need a better non-Charizard mode.
Interesting.
Garchomp works. Everything else works. And I'm thinking about swapping out Scizor, because the only time I ever bring Scizor is when I'm going against Gardevoir. Which is where I see most of my Incineroars. I win the battle, but I'm I won the battle, but I didn't win the war.
Right.
Because even my girlfriend was like, well, you won though. I said, yeah, but I didn't win as easily as I could have. I said, if that makes any sense.
No, you had to really work at it, and you knew if you didn't put that work into it, that means you could have lost.
Yeah. So
No,
he
I
doesn't play
get it.
Pokemon. So
I understand.
he wouldn't understand shit like Pokemon. But I told her, like, I put too much effort into that, man. Because my team fully countered, basically fully countered theirs, and it was still close. That should not have happened. Granted, it was a Trick Room team, and I was like, I Trick Room up, and I knew it was a Trick Room team because I saw Farigiraf. As soon as I saw Farigiraf, my mind immediately went, Trick Room. Okay, not letting Trick Room get up. But they had a second Trick Room setter, and I didn't expect it. So, like, as Wolfie VCT would call this, I lost to a closed team sheet. Because if I knew Sinister or whatever the hell, both you guys, whatever the fuck the name is, had Trick Room, I'd have been able to play around it. I actually had a pro tell me that. They said, you're not playing bad. It's just that you don't know what your opponent can do. So, I had like a streamer watch some of my games, and he said I didn't do bad. He just said, like, you lost basically a closed team sheet. So we said if you're on a tournament, like an actual tournament, you're going to be able to see the team sheet. So you're going to know what everyone has. Like, you would have known that guy had a second form of Trick Room on his team, and you wouldn't have. You would. I said, I know. You said, I know you probably wouldn't have let it get up because the team had to rely on Trick Room. But he said I wasn't playing bad. So he said for me not knowing what he had, I actually did pretty good. Which made me feel a little bit better. But I still want to do it. I still want to win more competitively. I just yeah. I follow too many professional Pokemon trainers. Alrighty. I'm ready to go home. Alright.
After this battle, I'm gonna transfer that Groudon to home. Are you able to trade right now or no?
No, I'm at work.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Probably won't be able. Oddly enough, I probably won't be able to trade till next week. Because Thursday I'm going on a date with my woman. We're going to the movies. Saturday I have to get something from my nephew because Well, my nephew's baby shower, since my brother's having a baby, and his shower is on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. So I gotta get a gift, and I don't know. I gotta figure it out. My weekend's full.
No worries, man.
I'm most I'm most excited for my nephew,
Hell yeah. Just
even though,
yeah, dude. Let me know what's good.
funny enough, I wasn't supposed to know. I'm like, "Oh." Okay, this is a little story. I told my brother and his girlfriend not to tell me if he was a boy or a girl. The baby shower purposely is not they have a name for him, but they purposely didn't put it on the baby shower because they didn't want to tell me what it was. And then my grandmother told me that it was gonna be a boy. I was like, well, I guess you could put his name on the invitation now. And they were like, who told you? I said, my grandma. She was like, they were like, oh. They said you could have at least acted surprised. I was like, I'm terrible at that. I'm terrible at acting. And my brother's like, yes, he is. I'm tired.
Me too.
I just, oh yeah, also one game I really downloaded on my phone. I was kind of bored. I really downloaded Pokemon Sleep. Don't ask me
Pokemon what?
why. Pokemon Sleep.
Sweet.
Sleep.
Sleep. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I had fun with that for like a week and then got bored with it.
I just remember the game existed. Like, is there a Pokemon game that like you can sleep with Pokemon? Oh yeah, Pokemon Sleep. Downloaded it. I've been playing it for the last 2 days and I'm already bored.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of cool that it records you while you sleep and you can like listen to it. But like other than that, it's like, okay, when do I get a shiny? And then
Can you?
you can.
Huh. I didn't know that.
So that was the only reason why
Get-
I wanted to play it was the potential shiny. So who knows? Maybe I'll jump in. Yo, you want to battle? Yeah, I want to battle, Jack. Let's battle.
Hold on, I'm putting the field for this one. I think Jack's the only person I haven't battled with that in chat.
Oh really?
Mhm. I battled the one guy with the eating bushes.
Like it's annoying. I'm sorry.
Huh?
Hang on.
Which one is I forgot his name. But yeah. Oh yeah. I was trying to give him pointers on his team and I was like, get rid of Hyper Beam on Shield now because it's just
Dude,
sitting
I
dust
kept
after
telling
you
him
use
that
it.
too, and he would like not listen.
Like, you realize your Sylveon's a sitting duck after it uses Hyper Beam, right? I said I could get if it had Pixelate, because Pixelate Hyper Beam will do a lot of damage. But it's still a sitting duck after used it. So you're basically trading it immediately.
Yeah.
I don't know. I tried to help him. It was what it is.
Eventually started switching out some of his Pokemon. So
Good.
he's learning.
Children's not a bad Pokemon. Like, don't
But-
get me wrong.
He basically wanted me to throw matches and stuff, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. He's like, but I want to win. I want a screenshot of me saying that I beat you. It's like, then you gotta earn it, dude. And then he was like, all right, well, can you make a team that you can't use healing moves and you can't use Toxapex? And I was like, sure. And then there was one guy that in the chat was like, screw that pansy nonsense. And I was like, I get that, I feel that, I agree with that, but I also accept the challenge. And so I made a
And
team around those handicaps, and the kid still hasn't beat me. So
the thing about it is, I know, like, you're up and if you want to learn, but you gotta listen if you want to learn.
yeah, I'm also willing to teach you. You know, I'm not like gatekeeping, or what is it? Is it gatekeeping?
Gatekeeping here.
Yeah, I'm not gatekeeping success in Pokemon battling.
Because, I mean, I'm a little different. I beat you all on my own. I created my own original team and I ended up beating you for the first time. And I
Yeah, dude,
I
that
took
was
everything I learned and took
actually
it.
awesome, dude. I gave
Yeah,
you
I took
some
everything I
pointers on
learned.
how to battle. But
Yeah, I know,
I never
but
gave you pointers on how to beat my team necessarily, but I gave you pointers on how to battle.
yeah, because when I figured out, I kind of had to rely on VMAX Cinderace to beat you, but I had to rely on Torch Star Cinderace to win. But when I found out Mold Liquor went through Mimikyu's Protect, Disguise, I was like, ooh, I have a way to beat Mimikyu. And I basically started like dissecting your team and finding one Pokemon that could beat each one. The one that was a pain in my ass was Corviknight. And I still really can't beat that thing for this day. Well, I
Well,
can, but I
you
put my
can, but the
I
right
have to put my cards right.
the right circumstances have to be there, and there's reasons why I have him in my back line, and that's because I try to kill everything that can kill him.
Yeah, because my Mega Charizard can beat it, but it's gonna. I have to keep it from being not poisoned, and a bunch of other things need to happen.
Yeah.
Like it basically just has to be me and Toxapex. Toxapex to be on the field, but I would need something that could take out Toxapex on the field. That's why whenever I battle you, I primarily want to try to have Garchomp and Mega Charizard as my last two Pokemon. Because Garchomp is effective against Toxapex, while I can do super effective damage to Corviknight. Because I already know you're gonna use Iron Defense to make it more bulky, and then start using Body Press, which scares me.
Right.
Which actually, one Body Press just OHKOs everything on my team. Besides Toxapex, besides Glimmora. But the thing is, I know that my wins are already only short-lived because once they add Black Sludge to the game, Toxapex can get to be unstoppable. Because it won't have leftovers. And if you're going to bring Batman to the game, I can't even poison Batman because it will kill him, not affect him.
Right.
So the thing about it, we haven't even used our actual teams. So Dylan needs to understand this is not our final team.
No, this is the team that we have because this is the pool of resources.
This is our restricted
Pokemon, pool
team.
of items. These are restricted teams. Yeah, because this is what we're limited to.
All right, like, I'm sorry to say this though. If we used our actual teams, we would beat you so badly. You probably wouldn't put a single hit on one of our Pokemon.
Well, I mean that's how it is now. So.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Like he also doesn't realize I'm going so easy on him, genuinely. Like with what we have right now.
Mm-hmm. Hell, when I think I battled Dylan, I insta-mega evolved just to give him an advantage. And I even evolved Glimmora. I nerfed my own Pokemon for him. Because you know my Glimmora has corrosion. Corrosion, I can poison anything that steps in my way. I nerfed it. I gave it its mega ability.
Right.
I was trying to like, help him throughout the game, but he always says Sylveon for last, and his first move was always Hyper Beam. I was like, well, then it's just it even happened. He used Hyper Beam on my Pokemon, killed it, and I just brought in Scizor, Bullet Punch it, and it was over. Bullet Punch it twice, and Sylveon was dead.
Oh.
So, if you want to use Hyper Beam Sylveon, I wouldn't recommend saving it for last because you're a sitting duck, literally just a sitting duck, waiting to get hit for that next turn. And there's 2 Pokemon on the field, not just one. Like if it was single, maybe, but you got to put a focus sash on that thing.
Right. Most definitely.
So whatever they bring out, you can pixelate Hyper Beam them, kill them. So keep it in so you're not a sitting duck and you'll live the hit. And Sylveon's fast, so it's gonna go again. It's gonna go again before it dies. And if you want to reach another Hyper Beam, go for it.
Right. Well, there's also a move too. I think it's White Herb, where if you have to like recharge for a move.
I don't know if the stat drops.
No, it's not White Herb. It's like Power Herb.
Power Herb.
Where if you have to
Oh, no, that's for charge up moves. That's for charge up moves.
That's for charge up. Well, isn't there one for recharge? There's one for recharge.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure there's one for recharge. I just don't remember what item it is.
Yeah, but it's probably not in the game yet. But
That's most definitely. Motion definitely not in the game yet.
But there's a lot. I mean, a lot of Pokemon aren't in the game yet. So, Dylan, if you're gonna learn, you're gonna learn fast because they're gonna add more Pokemon, and our teams are just gonna keep getting stronger until you're facing our final trump card teams. And yeah,
I just can't wait until they add a new gimmick. I feel like when they add a new gimmick, they're gonna add like new pools of Pokemon. So I think that's.
Oh, trust me. When I can add, you know my Sword and Shield team. The moment I am able to bring that team over, it's over. Everyone struggles against that team.
Dude, as soon as I can bring back my big bullet team, things are gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah. Even that team I struggled with. I found a counter to it. I had to make a direct Sun team to counter your Rain team. Hell, I even use a Rain team now. And I have a Sun team to back it up in case I need to run it. But even though I lost to her, your Rain team was so much to the point where it was bad. I learned from my mistakes and created a team that was able to beat you. Plus, I also learned that Big Bullet gets switch swings. I should have learned a while ago. I forgot Big Bullet's ability was switch swing. So I was sitting over here like, why is this thing so fast? Oh, my dumb ass. Someone was like, Barracuda's like hidden ability is switch swing, right? I said, I hit my head so fucking hard. I said, I'm such a fucking idiot. But once I figured that, even though my Sun team is beating you, they're gonna basically whatever my Sun team gets your Rain team, we are just fighting for weather control. And that's what I love about them. And that's what I love about them. That when we had that battle in Sword and Shield, not Sun and Scarlet and Violet, it's just a battle for the control of the weather.
GG's.
And it's so much fun. I have fun with that battle. A lot of fun with that battle.
If you want to battle me again, I'll let you pick what team you want to battle. One is like, I don't know, it can be used for doubles, and this is my go-to team when I go play ranked. This is a team if people are tired of me using heavy defense Pokemon, heavy defense Pokemon such as Corviknight and Toxapex, and don't want me to use healing moves, and people who don't want me to use Toxapex specifically. Or Corviknight. Because Corviknight's not in this team either. And then Team 3 was kind of the team that I kind of like came up with. It has a Mega, because I like Mega Kangaskhan, and that's just kind of the team that I made around Mega Kangaskhan. It needs work,
We battled that team.
but that's it. That's, as you can see, these teams. The Team 2 has a Mega, but it's not that important. Team 1 has the Mega. It's Charizard. It's kind of meh, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting with that. Every team has a Mega. Same team. Okay.
Respectable. Hey, all I gotta say is Dylan is in chat, live and learn. That's the best thing I can tell you.
I don't think
Coming
he
from
is.
someone who was in your exact position.
I don't know. I was a little hard on him the other day because I was playing this, and then he wanted to play Animal Crossing, and I was like, that sounds like a good idea. And because it did. I hadn't played the game in like a hot minute. So basically, I was like, all right, let me join your island, and then we can go on our happy way. And quite honestly, I was just trying to end stream. Like I stepped out of the game. I don't know. I gotta be more stern with me ending stream. But I don't know. I'm just like too nice. I feel like getting annoyed. And
Yeah.
basically, he was like, no, let me visit your island. And I was like, all right, fine, whatever. And he visited my island, got some souvenir or whatever. And in the past, I've had people come to my island and take stuff. And I've never been a fan of that. And I don't know how they do it, but they do. Basically, he took like kind of forever on my island, and I was getting kind of annoyed. By the time that he left my island, he got like some souvenir. I don't even know what it was, and I don't care. We were trying to get to his island, I guess, and I was just sitting there for like a good like 20-30 minutes, like, what's going on? Why aren't you sending me a code to see your island, this, that, and this? And I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and if I come back and there's no indication of how I can join your island, I'm ending stream. And that basically happened. And then, so he sent me a bunch of comments on how the YouTube chat wasn't sending the code through or whatever, and I was like, that reminded me, oh yeah, that definitely does happen sometimes, so...
It probably needed a mod review.
Yeah, I don't know what it needed. No, it didn't even need that, because I can do mod reveals myself. So YouTube, it was something that YouTube did and stepped in and was like, no, we don't think this is suited for the chat, so we're gonna block it ourselves automatically. They do that.
Makes sense.
They do that. So, I don't know. That was also the same day that he came in and said that he needed to take a break from violent video games, and Pokemon is one of those games. So, whatever.
I don't think Pokemon's that violent.
If you think about it, it's violent as far as the concept that you're battling. Like, battling is violent, right? So, I get it, but it's like...
I also don't get it.
Like, bro, it's Pokemon. The most rated E thing to ever be rated E in a video game. Like, there's no blood. If anything, like...
Not at all.
You see elemental spells happen to another Pokemon. That's it. I was like, what? Like, I don't know.
You didn't put that over there. But yeah, that's kind of a... That's a shocker to me. I've never heard someone say Pokemon is violent. So. I'm not gonna judge.
Well, back when Pokemon first came out, there's lots of crazy shit that people were saying about Pokemon. Like how Pokemon is like Satanist.
Bestiality.
No, that came later.
Oh.
Yeah, not at first. That was not a thing at first. Not at first. It was like Pokemon is like the devil and it's like Satanist because there's like some sort of like Satanist thing where you have like coins or tokens or some sort of item that you can go and capture demons with, and then you.
Okay, I'm gonna bring back a running joke. It's Satanist and Gengar exist.
That's funny. But no, there's like apparently there's tokens that you have that can capture demons, and then you can use those demons for your own bidding, essentially. So,
I know they had to take out one feature in one of the games. It was basically gambling, and kids were playing the game, and they took it out because
yeah, that
actually
was
got
real. That's something they needed to take out for real. But that's because Japan sees gambling differently than America does.
the U.S.
So
I was like, okay, that's. I even said that's a cultural
there.
thing.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. But that's why they
I know
Pokemon
that
was
was
Satanist, and then yeah, later in life, there's around Gen 3, people were saying that kind of weird stuff with the weird stuff. So
Yeah.
and then Lopunny kind of came out, and then that.
Oh God, no! That was where it went to hell. If I'm being honest.
It was.
Gardevoir, Lopunny, just like, ugh. That's it. I don't even like the meme. I'm like, dudes, y'all are weird. Like, I know like some streamers will make like a joke and laughing about it. Okay, that's okay with me. But for the people who have like mouse pads and stuff for this crap, y'all are weirdos to me.
Yeah, I never understood the whole mousepad thing.
Well, don't get me wrong. I will
just
get a
use, like,
waifu mouse pad. Oh no, trust me, I'm gonna get a waifu mouse pad one day. I'm definitely gonna get me an Urza Scarlet mouse pad, but it won't be one of the ones that other people get. It would probably be one that has Fairy Tail on it, and Urza won't be on it. I'm a big Fairy Tail enjoyer. Hell, I love Gray more than Urza. So shit, it might not be Urza. It might be Gray. Gray is probably my favorite anime character of all time. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just love Draco Buster. Natsu's I'm not going to say Natsu's my favorite protagonist because Goku was just... No, Goku was like my whole character. So. All I gotta say, I miss anime nights. The one where we would... Hell, we wouldn't even watch anime. We would just watch SpongeBob. I just thought about that.
We did both, I mean...
Yeah, we did both. But most of the time, it was just watching the whole series of SpongeBob. I think we watched like the entirety of season 1 together, you, me, and Michaela.
We definitely didn't see all of anything. We didn't finish anything.
No. And then I remember us watching Full Metal Alchemist, and then we got to the horrendous scene.
I tried to warn you all about it.
I
and then we
knew,
stopped watching
but
it. Like, oh my gosh. It's so much.
I knew, but I didn't know it was part of that anime.
It gets so much better after that, dude. And
I know.
After we watched that, we would have watched Brotherhood, and Brotherhood's like one of the best animes ever.
Yep.
It was
I think
one for a long time.
When you warned me, I knew about that happening. I just didn't know it was that anime. So I was just looking at it and said, I knew this was gonna happen. But I also didn't know it was gonna happen.
It happened.
And then I felt bad for Michaela. I really felt bad for Michaela because she was like crying. I was and I was giving to her because that's a very, very sad scene. All she did was just love her dad. I think top 10 most saddest scenes in anime. It's cool. I think I'm actually safe to say that. But then we had fun watching SpongeBob for the rest of the night, and then I fell asleep in the Discord.
That was loud.
Sorry. I got a question. What do you think this gimmick is gonna be?
I don't know.
Is
I don't know. Maybe
like
all
stick
of them.
again. Like, cause think about it. How are they gonna put Z moves into like? All right, not Z moves, exclusive Z moves into the game. Cause like, Mimikyu has one. Pikachu has one. Alolan Raichu has one. How are they gonna get those into the game? Cause hell, even all the starters have one.
Just like how they would
I
for
would-
any other ones. I mean, how are they going to put Ultra Necrozma in the game? The same way.
Yeah, that's the one that has me. Cause I don't even have access to Ultimate Necrozma. Well, I do, but I have to get lucky in Dynamax Adventures to find Necrozma and Solgaleo or Lulala.
I might have a spare Necrozma somewhere.
But
If anything, I know where to get one from Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
I still gotta know this question. What happens when you take shiny Necrozma and put it on a regular Solgaleo or I
Shiny
still wanna know.
Necrozma and put it with a
Or-
normal one. It looks
Yeah.
like the shiny Necrozma because it's Necrozma. It still is Necrozma. It's changing the form of Necrozma.
No. The unfused form. Like the not the heavenly light one. Just like it with the Necrozma's body on it. Will it be shiny Necrozma on the body, or will it be regular Necrozma?
It's going
'Cause
to
I know
be
that-
it's Necrozma that changes. So
Oh.
if the Necrozma is shiny, then that's when it is shiny. If the Necrozma is not shiny, then the new form is not going to be shiny.
Oh, okay. Because I
'Cause
thought
it-
about
it's
that.
not-
Because I know.
I know in the story it says like Necrozma attaches itself to the thing, but what actually happens is it's later described
takes over?
that it absorbs them and then it becomes the form of what it absorbed.
Hey. So that's interesting.
Because I wanted that too, and I tested it, and
So it just-
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just the same. I like to use my shiny Pokemon, but that's just you know how I feel about shiny Pokemon.
Yeah, I need to.
I mean, I do
Well-
have them all.
Yeah. Wait, I think you only. Did you get shiny Necrozma in Sun and Moon? know you can get-
There was a way to get it, but it was through like some sort of like secret Japanese Pokemon club.
I know you can get Solgaleo and I know you can get Solgaleo and Geno type thing.
Yo, did you have a shiny Marnia?
Marina.
Pre-Marina?
I already knew what he was going to say.
Do you mean before the event? Because no, I don't. I did not shiny hunt the Marina. No, I got mine through completing the Pokedex in Pokemon Home.
You get a shiny? Wait, you get a shiny?
Yeah, you didn't know that if you complete the Pokedexes in Pokemon Home, they give you shiny mythical Pokemon that weren't released otherwise?
No.
Yeah, so, okay, well, alright, well, let me inform you then. So, in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, if you complete the Pokedex and transfer it into those Pokemon have to come from these respected games, Pokedexes. Okay. So let me use my Sun team. Okay, use whatever team, bro. I don't care. I'm technically using a Sun team myself. So I'm trying to go back to like mystery gifts and see what gifts I have gotten. Okay, yeah, okay. So in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, if you get all the Pokemon from that game and transfer it into Pokemon Home, they give you a shiny Miltank. Now this is kind of pointless because the only way to evolve Miltank is in Pokemon Go. So if you want a shiny Melmetal, you have to get a Meltan in Pokemon Go and evolve it in Pokemon Go. Transfer it over. I had to do that. It's a process. It's a thing. If you transfer all the Pokemon from Pokemon Legends Arceus, you get that Cloud. It's Enamorous. No, it's
Enamorous.
Yeah, you get the shiny Enamorous. So,
I heard that thing is terrible. Like, it's just shiny so bad.
It's not that great, no. But I have that shiny. And then in Pokemon... Okay, if you complete the Pokedex in BDSP, so Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl, they give you the shiny Manaphy. Oh, wait, Pre-Marina? So, wait, that's the...
The water starter from Sun and Moon.
What? Who?
The water starter from Sun and Moon, the mermaid thing.
Oh, yeah, I have a shiny one of those. I thought he was talking about the mythical Pokemon. Anyway, so if you complete the Pokemon in the Galar Pokedex, which took me quite a minute to do, it didn't take that long. I thought it was going to take longer, but it wasn't that bad. But you have to complete the Galar Pokedex, the Isle of Armor Pokedex, and the Crown Tundra Pokedex to get a shiny Keldeo.
I'm gonna need your help.
And then for the one that took me the longest, this probably took me like 2 months to do. It is if you complete the Paldea Pokedex, the Kitakami Pokedex, and the Blueberry Pokedex, you get a shiny Meloetta. No, not Meloetta. It's Mellow. It is Meloetta, right?
The singing one?
Yeah.
That's Meloetta.
Yeah. So that's what you get.
I'm gonna need your help.
Well,
there's a lot of the Pokemon.
Remember when I told you I was working on all the Pokemon through the Pokedexes? That's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
Because I know we traded a lot. We traded a lot of the legendaries, which is the one that I'm gonna need the most help with. But
yeah, I'll help you with them.
The only one I actually won't need is Dominant.
What helped me figure out the Pokemon that I needed to transfer is I had Pokemon Home on my phone on the app. Do you have it?
I am downloading it right now.
Yeah, and you need to link that to your Nintendo account because that Nintendo account is what links it to what is linked on your Switch.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause,
And
I'm about to do that now.
and
'Cause-
and yeah, dude, like I cannot tell you how awesome of a tool Pokemon Home has been via mobile or on the Switch, dude. Just having them both is just nice. There's features on the mobile version that aren't featured on the Switch. I don't know why they did that, but yeah, we can like trade amongst each other, and like we could trade right now. We could start touch trading for your decks right now.
Oh, okay.
But maybe I think maybe we'll have to do some testing, which we will do.
Yeah.
But get that all linked up, and we'll figure that out.
Yeah, because I was thinking like legendary most of the thing I need touch rated. I have most of the Blueberry Academy. I need to know which ones I don't. So I'll go in Scarlet and Violet and
I'm
check.
pretty sure I still have a lot of Pokemon that I still needed. I don't think I released all of them. I think I just put them into the box, or I just have them in my team. So, or not in my team, in my game. So I can probably help you out with a lot, but we need to figure out what you're missing first. So once you
I know I'm gonna
once you
need
get your app
baby
downloaded, it'll tell you what you we'll figure out what Pokedexes you need figured out, which is I'm going to assume all of them. I'm not even gonna lie. Do you
Yeah,
have
because I
Pokemon
don't.
Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu?
No, I do not. I have the demo, but I don't have the actual game.
So that'll be another test that we can do. Like if I trade you a Pokemon from those games, if it counts for your decks or not. Because if that is, then that's going to be 150 Pokemon with trade.
You gotta think about Milton. He's not in any other game, so I won't be able to bring it. The only game we'll be able to use him in.
That one doesn't count for those. That one doesn't count for those Pokedexes. Not even Mew counts, and you can get Mew and Let's Go Pikachu maybe.
How?
The Pokeball that you buy for $60.
Oh, duh. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So, yeah, there's no in-game way to get Mew. It's literally just an accessory that you buy. I don't even know if you can buy it anymore.
And there's no in-game way to get Meltan, so you literally can't even. You can't. Well, there was that one event in Sword and Shield, but that's it.
No, that I don't remember getting Meltan in Sword and Shield.
It was it's evolution. It's evolution. It was a Gigantamax, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could get Melmetal and it's Gigantamax.
Yeah. During that one event. That is the only time he has been playable. And you can't even use it competitively because it's from an event.
Yep.
I found out event Pokemon are banned in BCT.
I gotta use this.
9. Oh,
I am back.
But yeah. I just thought about that. I can't even bring Melfan into Sword and Shield because he's not in the game.
Yeah, that's why I was questioning. I was like, what?
No, Metal was, but Melfan wasn't.
Yeah.
Which I think they should confiscate. But yes, the evolution. You wasn't playable with Sun and Shield. I thought Sun and Moon, the game he debuted in. God damn. I gotta find that. Wow. Because I thought about that. Mars Shadow wasn't playable until Ultra Sun and Moon. And Meltan wasn't playable until Sword and Shield. What is up with the hidden legendary being available in the next game?
That's because Meltan and Melmetal came out in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
That is very cool.
Not necessarily like during Sword and Shield time. Like it's literally.
Hell.
There's been debate if it's like actually a legendary or a Gen 7 or Gen 8 Pokemon. Yeah, it can be considered both.
I got one for you. Why was Zygarde not playable for Sun and Moon?
Zygarde was?
Because you couldn't get him into Sun and Moon. Wasn't playable.
No, he was playable in Y and X and Y. You get him in X
How?
and Y.
Oh, you do get him in X and Y. I forgot about that.
Yeah. They just added more things that you could do with him in Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon, yeah. The only thing I'm scared of is when Xerneas gets added to the game. When Xerneas gets added to the game.
Oh.
Because you remember the Geomancy BS where you could use White Herb and it would be one turn?
Uh-huh.
I'm so scared of that. You have no idea how afraid I am of Geomancy Xerneas coming back.
It'll be fun.
Because it was supposed to be, I don't know. That thing will start nuking everything in its path.
If you let it.
That is very
There's
true.
ways to get past it.
Yeah, that's true. Because I was talking to a buddy about that. I was like, if they bring back Geomancy, Geomancy Xerneas, I'll quit. I said, yeah, because it gets an Omni boost and it will be basically for free. So I'm like, yeah, that's really terrifying. Especially that thing starts doing Moonblast. Oh, great.
But yeah, the first Pokedex you need to do is from Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. You need the 150 Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's the Galar Pokedex. And the first Pokedex is 400. Isle of Armor is 210. Crown Tundra is 210.
That's almost 1,000 Pokemon altogether.
Almost. Not quite.
I think it's like 800 something. Or 900 something, actually. Well, good news. I have the Galar Pokedex done, but I don't think I have it in the box.
Yeah, it needs to be like a living dex. I'm not even kidding. So like let's say you get like let's say you get a Grookey, okay? And you're like, okay, I'm just gonna get this Grookey and evolve it into a Rillaboom. Well, you transfer that Rillaboom, you only did the slot for the Rillaboom. You need to do a slot for
Oh, you need to do all three?
Yep, you need to do all three.
Okay.
It's a living dex, bro, is what they want.
That's a little guy.
And that's for all of this dex.
Okay. I know I have a bunch of score bunnies because I'm surprised trading them away in Sword right now because when I was packing for my shiny one, I kind of, in the meantime, was giving away free score bunnies.
Well, evolve one into the mid-evolution.
I will. I have the final evolution. I have the shiny one still in the game. So when they bring, well, Libero will still be nerfed, but whatever. I was gonna bring my Libero. I got to have a signature ability, Libero, the one that helped change sites. I was gonna put that on a champion team, but Libero got nerfed, if I remember correctly.
Who?
And I can't. Libero got nerfed its ability,
Oh.
so I don't, and I can't G-max it. So it's pretty much kind of useless until there's one Gigantamax and Dynamax into the wish. Because I don't want it to be a sitting duck for any water move. It's got to put a lot of work into that to fix it at the end. I know this is going to be like the new BCG for that.
It's Pelipper. And then, so after we do the Galar Pokedex and everything in between there, the next Pokedex is the Sinnoh Dex, and there's only 150 Pokemon that we have to do with there, which I find really surprising because there's Pokemon that are featured like after the legendary Pokemon in the Sinnoh Pokedex, and those are like the Pokemon like what Magmar evolves into and Electabuzz evolves into and Togekiss and all those Pokemon. Those are Gen 4 Pokemon, but they don't count them in the Gen 4 Pokemon decks. So I don't know why, but it is what it is. So 150 Pokemon from the Sinnoh Dex from Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl. And then in Pokemon Legends Arceus for the Hasui Pokedex, it's 242 Pokemon.
Have it.
So there's that. And then Sword and Scarlet. And then Scarlet and Violet is it's about 800 Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then there's Pokemon Legends ZA, and we haven't gotten a reward for that one yet, but I got that one complete.
I feel like I should complete that definitely.
Well, whenever they decide to give us some mystery gifts for completing it, I doubt it.
Yeah. Can we do that one the same thing? Well, so we don't have to do it later. Mostly. Ow! My fuck, my And honestly, that will help out my box storage. The ones I already have will help out with my box storage. And, yeah. But for some reason, ZA did not give you a lot of box space for me.
No.
I thought they would have gave us more when the DLC came out, but
I think they gave us just the same amount as anybody else.
Maybe it's because you have to catch that Pokemon. I feel that way.
I don't know.
Because I swear it does not. Like, I think, what's this game? That game has 30 boxes. Scarlet and Violet.
Jack, if you're still here watching, I'm still down the battle, yeah. It's just you said you're gonna get your Sun team or use your Sun team or something. But yeah, if you're still in the battle, I'm down the battle.
I'm assuming the Sun team's gonna have nigga Charizard Y on it.
What's that?
I'm assuming he's gonna have Megatron and Y on it.
I don't know.
Which sounds about right, because if we're gonna run a Sun team, might have Megatron and Y. And that's the thing! When Groudon comes to the game, I'll have a second Sun user. I want to put Groudon on this team. Because Groudon will be perfect! If Megatron or Y goes down, I have a second meeting of Sun.
Yeah.
And what makes me so mad, I would have won so many battles if Groudon wasn't in the team. I wasn't like banned for now. But I understand why they do that because a lot of people revolve around legendaries.
Yep.
So I get why they're doing it, but they need to hurry up. Keep my Groudon.
I think what'll end up happening is they'll just have like a bunch of formats, bro, and then some will have legendaries and some won't.
Well, like VGT, like
And
there's gonna.
me personally, I feel like Pokemon battling without legendaries is real Pokemon battling because then it's more versatile
Skill.
with what you can do, and it's not surrounded by a single powerhouse Pokemon.
Yeah, I can't lie. My Scarlet and Violet
Don't get me
team
wrong,
revolved
they're
around
nice to
Koraidon.
have, they're fun to use, but I mean, I don't know. I don't like. That's the reason why I didn't really like Mega Pokemon is because I didn't like building teams surrounded one specific Pokemon based off of a small pool of the 1,000 Pokemon that we have access to. And when they
No, because I agree.
I was excited because then I was like, oh, now every Pokemon has the ability to be surrounded as its center focus as a team.
Yeah, because even then I was like, oh, right. When my Scarlet and Violet team is fully revolved around Koraidon. Koraidon goes out, I'm screwed. Well, I'm not screwed, but I have a highly chance of losing. Because I've won without Koraidon before. I can't say I haven't. Because even in the tournament, the tournament I played it with it in, knocked out Koraidon, I still had other options. That's because of the team that I was facing. Should I say because of the team I was facing? But when I went, like, and played in the ladder, I got my ass handed to me when Koraidon went down. And I couldn't rely on those other options as much because I'm gonna be real. Miraidon just counters Koraidon in every way, shape, or form. But I don't want to join the Miraidon clan. I'm being dropped it honest with you. I like Miraidon more than Miraidon, so I'm sticking with it.
There you go.
But I gotta go get my girlfriend some food. We are both starving.
No worries, man.
I'm stuck here till 7:30, so might as well.
Right. I'll be on YouTube for a couple more minutes. Might take a little break, and then I'll be on Twitch. But I'll be in Discord the whole time. So.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna just stay with you in this one right now. I'm bored.
There you go.
My job is very boring, but it feels good. So. Okay, Stacy, you're staying? You're staying? No, I'm gonna go get something to eat. Mm-hmm.
I need to transfer your Groudon over. I keep forgetting.
But I'm staying over. Do you think I can leave to go get my girlfriend some food and come back? Yeah. Yes. 7:30. I'm on diapers for the next 3 hours. Huh? No, he's at pack one. He's at pack one. I'm at diapers. Who? Daniela? Come on. She can kick rocks for all I care. I don't know. Well, I know someone else says over I'm off the list, but she isn't. Huh? Did you hear her? Oh, you were with me. It was me and Davon, bro, and we were trimming. She's like, "You got to trim the sides." That was when you were over there. What? I'm gonna go get our food, okay? The food. I'm gonna go get the food. My brother sent me some money. I'm going. I know. That's what I said. Hurry up. And that's my way of
Damn it, I
secretly
knew I
telling you
should've
to hurry
switched
up.
out.
My phone? Huh? Yes, there is. No, we're staying over. Yeah. All right. I'll go back. I'll join back when I'm back.
All right. This thing is going to one-shot Fortnite. It's not going to be fun. Baton pass? Okay. Who's getting buffed up with all these speed? Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. This guy's got a lot of stuff set up. This is one scary Titan. I'm still faster. What? Scary Dragonite. That's all I can say. That is all I can say. Back and forth, back and forth. Damn it, I wanted to cancel. Go through them. Go through them. That was a terrible switch out on him. I'm glad I didn't switch out. I'm glad I didn't do Shadow Sneak. I don't know. I'm making food. I got hungry. like, is this guy just? Oh, he did Shadow Sneak too. This guy's faster than Mimikyu. Damn. Damn. Love you, Mom. And all right. Well, I'm still stuck in Ultra Ball Tier 2. It's great. I love it. I'm KingSrpie. We are the Pride Nation. We never give up. We never surrender. We hold on and we push forward. I will see you guys on the next live stream. I will be ending this live stream here. And until then, I will see you on... I will be live streaming on Twitch here in a little bit. Just going to take a little bit of a break. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.